And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Dan Soder.
Everyone, this is the Lost Tape. Bonfire. It's the Bonfire. It's not the Lost Tapes.
Why would it ever be that?
We're probably here right now.
We're definitely live right now on a Thursday.
Don't call. Black Lou is inundated with calls, please.
The lines are blowing up. I am also in Portland somehow.
Somehow you're there. Me, I'm on my way to the Stress Factory, so this is spooky.
Weird.
Are we ghosts?
Trish? No. Trish?
It's not your fault, Lou. We threw that one out you quick.
Trish?
That was a heat check way too early.
Whenever I know Black Lou's filming now, I just stare at the camera. Because
realize?
Instead of it making me feel awkward, I'm going to make it feel awkward.
Hey, you want to feel awkward? Why don't you show that me and fucking DJ Lou are wearing the same exact shirt?
Yay! Kissing twins.
We look like assholes, dude.
Whoa!
We're going to go to Chipotle together on the break.
Do Team Bonfire. This is pretty cool.
Man. Dude, we should start dancing for money in Chipotle. Kick us out. Guys, we don't want any trouble. We just want to do our performance. If you think it's worth something, kindly we put something in the Mets hat. All right.
I want
2, 3, 4.
I want Lou busting through those rotating doors with a showtime.
Showtime, everybody. Okay. We do this instead of robbing and stealing. We're trying to do good with our lives.
Instead of smoking and fucking.
Couple of straight white cisgender males out here doing our thing.
I'm excited to go to Bonfire with you guys, or to go to Chipotle with you guys and be like, what's up with the shirts in front of the staff? Just toss you under the bus.
If you didn't, it'd be surprised. But the elevator, you should bag on us.
Yeah.
God, if somebody gets in that elevator, you should let us have it. Anytime
you two are together and there's just an outside person, you're catching it.
It's like camp picture day.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Who's holding the bunk? We had to take a picture today where you're holding a sign that says like bunk 121.
Yeah.
And all of us just sitting Indian style.
You look like you're part of a Christian group with the shirt. If you didn't know what the Bonfire was, if you didn't know this was Sirius XM and you just took you two with those sweatshirts on, you'd be are you guys a part of a team of something? Damn. A Bible team?
This made me think of camp picture. I really hated camp.
How many years did you go to camp?
Like 4 or 5, maybe 5 or 6 even. I don't know. Yeah. I don't remember. Like some of them, they were usually just day. Actually, they were always day camps.
So you never slept there?
No, I would have lost my shit, dude.
Really?
Yeah, I was too scared of a kid to do that. I would have been like, no. I would have sold out hard. I would have been telling people like I miss my mom eventually.
Oh man,
First year I would have really, when Isabella went away to like soccer camp, and like she was making a thing every day about wanting to come home. I mean, a real scene. So funny how like this. She's a million miles from that now. That would never be a thing. Not that she'd want to go to soccer camp necessarily, but if she did go to soccer camp, she wouldn't be like freaking. She'd be like, yeah, all right, whatever.
She left to go to Michelle's for indefinitely, and she's totally fine.
Yeah, she just went to Michelle's house for a thing. But
because I think you have to go through the first part of it. You have to go through the part.
She was a crying kid, like leaving the house when she was younger, like staying somewhere else, and I had much more sympathy for it, I guess that's the right one, than Carla had. Because Carla was always like, empathy, yeah. I felt it. I was like, no, I know. You want to come home so bad. It's like, oh, is it so freaky at night when there's no one there you know?
Is it weird with the furniture that makes noise that you don't know what the furniture is?
Oh my God, are those freaky noise? He goes, do you think someone's going to come into your cabin and kill you at night in the middle of the woods? Because it might happen.
Have you fallen asleep and woken up and I don't know where you are? Oh, it's the worst. You're just making it worse and worse.
She's like, that's why I want to come home. I go, I know, but you can't. You made a commitment. I've already paid for it.
But listen, baby girl, you got to get through it.
I told you I think I said this on Skanks recently, told this story, but there was a camp counselor and I've been thinking about this a lot lately because it's come up a few times. And I think I told her without this. I don't think I'm embellishing. I think I may have, and I'll never be able to check now because she passed away. But the camp counselor thought it was funny to make me the captain of the Skins basketball team all the time.
Yeah.
Like he would set us up, he'd make me a captain.
Would he seek you out?
He saw me trying hard to not be on the Skins team always. I'd make excuses to not be.
Do you think he was doing it from the point of like, I'll help you out and get you through your fear, or was it a bully move?
Felt bully.
Okay.
Felt bully.
He was like, ha.
I think it's funny to watch this little fat kid run around and be uncomfortable.
He's like, bust those tits out.
For sure.
Is that what he's saying?
And the time
he's like, come on, dude. Let me see that. Let me see that rack.
And then I think by the time he made me a captain, I think I saw the game where I was like, oh, he's going to make sure
that I'm scared.
Like he's not even going to put me through the making excuses for things. Like now making
so this was a multiple. This wasn't one incident.
Yeah, I think I went home and said he touched my dick or something, or looked at me or something. I think I may have gotten him molesting in trouble. But it was the 80s, so even if I did, that was a slap on the wrist. He was probably just canceling another bunk at that point.
That's strike one. Continue the at bat.
Yeah. You're still in. He's still in the game. But yeah, I think I went home and I was like, hey, he did so.
In the 80s, he might have come back and been like, yeah, I titty fucked him. What are you guys gonna do?
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. And what? So what? Look at those little fat juicers. You don't want to lay your hog between those.
If you got blood flowing through you, you're gonna get hard.
I'm all worked up, dude. The Hooters just had a new album come out. It's all Philadelphia 80s stuff.
Hooters
just put out a new album.
That's cruel. That's cruel that he did that.
It was cruel, but it is funny. I was such a little Jewy kid that even at the time I knew. I was like, I'm gonna go home and whine to my mom about this. Yeah. She'll fix it. One phone call. That kid's in a different bunk.
Yeah,
you just lost your way. It's the same. That was the camp, by the way, at the Jewish Community Center, the same Jewish Community Center where Kobe Bryant came and played basketball.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It all went down at the same place?
Where we looked in the girls' locker room. And
damn,
people have said to me is pretty brilliant, and you're right. You gotta to 12 before there's a teen after your name, you can look in a girl's locker room, and then if you get caught doing that, you can say, "I'm sorry, I'm just looking for my mom. I don't know if she's. Can you ask if so and so's there?" And then just leave.
We were
get the fuck out of touch.
When I went to like after school program, it was at a gym. It was shout out Cherry Creek Athletic Club. That became Heartwood. But
Heartwood?
It was a gym. And then there was just a room for kids where like people would watch kids all the time. But it was like a fully functional gym with locker rooms. And I remember being like dared to run in the ladies' locker room. You're like, just run in. And then if anyone catches you, say you're looking for your mom. And you're like, it's genius. And you're just like, walk in, you're like, lady tits. And then it's like not the ones you want to see where you're like, oh, no.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. Dude, it was mostly what I saw was old Jewish muffs. But
yeah.
Once in a while, you catch someone like. Here's the thing: as a little kid, the more exciting thing to see actually is the boobs. Like a 40-year-old. You know what I mean? Like then you're seeing big old fat Jewish boobs and a muff. You're like, whoa, that's a woman.
Big tit, dude. Yeah. There was a lady that like So there was like the locker rooms where everyone would work out, and then there was this like for the pool. There was an indoor pool. There was a pool locker room for that, and they would usually keep the kids, which was smart. They would herd us into there for swimming and stuff, so we never really mixed with the adults. But one time this lady came into the boys swim locker room by accident, thinking it was the women's shower, and started showering off and was naked, and like 3 of us were just in there being like quietly watching her. You know, we were like, oh shit, and she was like, oh my god, and turned around and we're like, and we all just you scatter. You just like, oh fuck, and you just run back to the daycare, and you're like, well, we went to go get water and we came right back.
It's funny the interest of like a pedophile, like their sick interest, based off of the idea that even when I was a kid. Like a little kid, you're right. Like the nudity I wanted to see wasn't like the girl in my class. I didn't. Now the girl in your class was the one you're like, she's pretty. I want to kiss her. But I remember situations even where like, acts like little girl like skirts came up in school or whatever the dumb thing was, and you just see like a little girl in her underwear. As a child yourself, there's still something where it's just like it just looks like boy body.
Exactly. There was a difference. Like there was a difference of being at like when we were doing jump rope for heart and seeing like Jenny Graber jump up and you're like, oh, her little Barbie underpants.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And then I would be at fucking Clear Lake Lanes with my dad, and some woman that had like Tampa chest is like leaning over. I'm like, this bitch can get it. Yeah. I'm just like, you're like 10 years old.
Here we go.
10 years old being like, I'd pound this slut out. I mean, like, it is, I always have to cite this joke whenever this topic's brought up because I truly think it's one of those stand-up jokes that you're forever jealous of. And like, God damn it, I wish you were mine, was Chris Laker's joke about how short of a window you have to jerk off to 12 to 14-year-old girls. Yeah. And he's like, and you waste that time jerking off to women.
It's true.
And he's like, you don't.
It's true.
You blow right by it.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why almost like the attraction to that for like a pedophile is like such a sickness because you're like, it's just so non-sexual.
It's not, yeah, exactly.
It's by the way, nowhere near on the levels like it's much more horrific pedophilia, but I'm saying someone who's super like feet is their thing, not someone who's like, oh, I like a nice pretty foot, but someone's like, dude, all I need is to see feet. I'll jerk off. You're just like, oh, it's the same. Like I don't see sexuality in feet at all.
I've been trying to work out a bit about it, and the part that I keep like trying to talk about that I can't like haven't turned over yet is when it's not sexual, it's nothing. Yeah. It's like elbows. If you were like, God damn, dude, that elbow gets me so hard, I'd be like, I can't understand that at all.
But there's there's people in the world who get turned on by like the bend of an elbow. It's
crazy. I love big tits, and you like someone else might like
sexual organ though.
But that's what I mean. But like but I don't like. I'm not like an ass guy, like crazy about asses. But I could see an ass and be like, oh yeah, I get it. That's fucking awesome, hot, or even like the nape of a neck. You can find sexual,
sure,
and you're like, I get it. But like people that are into feet are fucking into feet.
No, it's the only thing.
Yeah,
they're like, I don't give a shit. Like, please put more pants on. I don't give a shit. Just get those feet.
Put a snowsuit on.
Get those feet out.
Walk around with those toesies.
It's got to be. It's probably difficult in some way, but also in some way liberating. That you're like, you have such an attainable sexual fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
See some feet.
To go to a water park.
By the way, friends of yours that are girls would probably laughably, if you said you're in them with that much, they go, so if I just knock around your wiener with my toes, you'll come. Like, I gotta try. I gotta try to just.
You know what's funny is
I gotta try to kick your dick around and see if that actually makes you come. That's wild.
The Stern interview with Sarah Silverman when she brought up Louis, that was an interesting part because you really saw the humanity in it, where she was like, "Yeah, Louis asked me if he could jerk off in front of me," and I said yes because I was like, "I'll see this."
She goes, and sometimes I'd be like, no, I don't want to do that. I'll just order pizza, and he'd be like, "Okay."
Yeah, but the answer you like saw it, and where she was like, "Foot guys have to like it's fucking." But then there's guys that are too aggressive about it. Foot guys can be very aggressive.
Because probably in their minds, they're like, this isn't that big of a deal to you.
Yeah, stop it. It's zero to you.
He goes, to me, it's going to make me make noises.
Oh, you fucking slut. Look at, Katie said she was at Barnes & Noble one time.
She must be asked for feet pictures.
She has a perfect...
tens, if not hundreds of thousands of times. She should compile a book of people asking for women.
Even more
Great
important,
idea.
Go check her. Why don't you go check her WikiFeet score? She's got a perfect WikiFeet score.
What's that?
WikiFeet?
Oh, I never even heard of that.
WikiFeet? Yeah, it's like a whole website dedicated. She taught me about it.
Women's feet?
Yeah.
Dudes' feet
it's
too?
huge.
No. I think only dudes. It's like serial killing. I think only dudes do it. I think like.
You gonna say Eileen Warnos wasn't a serial killer? That's real cool, dude.
Yeah, she was a serial killer.
Why do you see gender and everything?
She was into dames.
That's right. She liked the ladies.
What's her score? That's 5 stars, baby. Bringing home the gold for the household. Mother of Myrtle with those fucking.
Where do you see it?
With those kickers.
That's so funny.
Sometimes I jokingly will like slap my dick on her foot and go, some guy on the internet would pay you $1,000.
By the way,
like if I were just like walking around, I'll just get low and just fucking wag my wiener on her foot and go, somewhere a guy like that's a thing for a guy.
It would change his life. He would go back to school after this and really turn it around.
There might be a camper right now that's getting like peanut butter mouth going like,
oh, there it is. Oh boy, there they are, huh?
Fuck that guy. I hate
his old knowing feet again. Oh boy.
He's just like this fucking big-headed loser.
And Dan, by the way,
him.
Katie's she's gorgeous, and that said, like I'd say she has like pleasant-looking feet.
I don't get it at all.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
it's like her feet. Like, I wouldn't be like, look at her feet and just go, it's like, oh, this is a girl you'd have to fuck. You're just like, okay, she has nice feet.
I don't even.
Like, she doesn't have crusty, fucked up feet.
I'm such an idiot that it was like the 100th thing that I even looked at. I didn't even know she had feet.
Don't look up your feet on that site. Those fucking firewalkers you got? No way.
Well, also, what's funny is Katie's dating the guy with I have the ugliest feet.
Man.
So she tweeted out a
Christine
picture.
would start a fire on a wooden runway.
I have hairy calves.
Me and Christine could walk over rocks. We could throw the ring.
She can.
We could
walk on
throw.
rocks.
Yeah.
The door.
I got a foot request recently.
She's got all those. How much money? Do it.
It was no money.
Do it.
It was just like a
just
compliment.
gotta see your feet?
And can I get a picture of your feet?
This is how.
Only show them the tops if you want to make cash.
Yeah, I'm gonna bottoms. They're gonna have to pay. You're gonna have to pay them to shut them up.
Oh my God, Christine looks like she's wearing callus cleats.
Mine look like prosthetics that they put on for like a period piece.
Wax feet.
Yeah, I can knock mine again. I have dead foot like Mr. Deeds. I have probably the only feet worse near than Whiskey's.
You know what, Dan? But as a friend, I'm going to tell you tonight, I'm going to try my best to masturbate to completion to your girlfriend's feet. Now, don't look at that as a sexual thing.
I don't. I look at it as a personal journey.
Is Jay jerking off my feet? And I goes, I think he was kidding.
I think he was kidding. I don't know. She goes, I'm going to put on some more socks.
I'm going to start wearing socks and sandals when I go out.
I just don't feel good about it. Yeah, it's foot guys are loud about it. They're very like...
By the way, Christine, your feet might do well actually, because also some guys are into, like some guys are, the thing is like they want like the smell of the day. They want the fucking like from a shoe. Do you know what I mean? Like
dude.
People that are that in the feet are also into like socks and shoes and shit.
They
like the funk of it.
If you have a foot fetish, you should have zero shame because it's funny and it's so non-threatening.
Okay,
If you don't have it, but also don't be too aggressive.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go contrary to that and say live in the shadows. I'd say.
Why?
Don't tell people because none of your friends understand, and if they do, they're also a problem.
I just have questions.
You guys shouldn't drink together.
I have an abundance of questions for you. Like,
so do I.
Do you just want to watch people stomp on stuff? Is it more about?
It's all over the place.
We should
Well,
find.
I told you that was.
We should find someone with like a voice modification, like Gangland, and have them come in and just answer questions about foot fetishes. Where they're like, "It's usually the bridge of the foot that makes me come.
Yeah, well,
sometimes
Gangland
it's
voice.
the arc.
Yeah, just sometimes toe jam really gets me going.
Toe wiggling isn't really a big thing for me. It's more about watching the heel stomp into stuff.
When a girl gets new socks, and there's some of those little
dude,
little thingies all over it.
Foot porn, dude.
Yeah, it never makes sense to me.
So
Although
funny.
I still love this. Still the Nickelodeon guy.
Oh, did you see? Oh, fuck, dude. I gotta download Twitter and send you this DM. He's a witness in the Ghislaine Maxwell case.
Not a witness.
He's going to be testifying.
Oh.
Wait, who is this?
Wait, he's turning on people?
I don't know.
Dennis Blundin from Head of the Class also was in Better Off Dead. Fat fella. Loves girls.
Loves feet.
Loves feet. Little kid feet.
We talked about it on the show.
Little girl feet. Don't call him gay, Lou.
Thank heaven for
nice,
little girls.
Does everything have to be gay with you? You Jersey people.
God, man. You're so
intolerant.
Yeah, you can't even go over to a gay guy's house and watch him finish.
Yeah. You just leave him. You're a flat lever, dude. You're a flat lever.
You're a real New Jersey blue baller.
How many drinks those guys buy you?
None. Absolutely zero.
How many did you buy them?
A lot.
Who, Bruce? He drank like a fish.
Did you buy them?
Of course I did.
Oh, dude.
No.
Lou.
Why do we have to
He
keep
goes,
going?
and I gave him jukebox money for all the guys and dolls.
Oh, I'm sure I played a Grease song. I know I did.
Oh, that's where they got him, dude.
So then you showed that you love musicals.
Hey, if you're out there and you're gay and you want to cruise for Lou, just buy him booze and play Grease.
Yeah,
Lou, that night would have made more sense. At the end of it, you killed them in their house.
Yeah,
that would have made more sense than you were luring them into a fucking hate crime.
And then
what you did was just you were a really shitty gay threesome date.
Just summer loving, guy.
Summer loving.
He goes, guys, hang on a second. Stop trying to touch me. I'm gonna go put a show tune on the jukebox real quick. And come back and buy you. What do you guys want? Three more purple Hooters?
Guys, I'm gonna rip down this Marlboro Light. I'm gonna put on a little. I don't know. I might pick a little. Maybe I might do Phantom of the Opera, but I'm also feeling a little Grease. And then I'm gonna come back here, kamikazes and a triple kiss.
Prepare to have your fag boners popped up because I'm about to do Les Mis.
Yeah, whole thing, front to back. Get ready for a journey. And that's my seat in the middle. I call middle on everything. All right, we're having fun.
Bruce, how you feeling down there, huh? Something's moving, I bet. You guys want to get out of here and go back to your place and party a little?
Hey,
I'm almost starting to think they didn't offer you booze back at their place. You said, let's go back to your place, assuming there was booze there. And they were just like, oh, this guy's coming to have sex with us.
This guy's coming to fuck.
Damn, Lou.
We talked about the Wendy Williams thing.
We've talked about it. Well, we have a whole...
The Fell Dog thing. God.
Well, we have a whole... I mean, dude, Radio Andy is giving us... I mean, these guys are on top of the news.
Yeah, but a camper tweeted out... Damn it. Camper tweeted out the thing about Dennis... What's his name? From...
London.
Dennis London?
Blunden was...
Dennis Blunden.
His name is Dan Schneider.
Look up Dan Schneider, Ghislaine Maxwell. Am I saying that correct?
Schneider.
Is it Ghislaine?
Yeah.
Kid touch, you know.
I can't believe her trial's finally happening.
Yeah, I'm surprised she's alive.
Is she turning?
I don't know.
Is she going to name names?
I mean, the day she does, it'll be all the news.
Kanye and Jay-Z were both named.
No.
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
Almost certain.
I heard it was mostly Seattle Seahawks. I heard it was like Pete Carroll.
It's people you say people you don't like.
Russell Wilson.
That's so great.
I heard it was most, I heard Seth Simons was on there.
Oh, yeah, it was a really weird hang.
It's pretty crazy. Whoever fired me at CBS Radio.
You're not seeing it, Lou?
No.
Well, then I guess I'm just a fucking liar.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do now. When I'm wrong, I'm going to just get angry.
Hell yeah.
I thought he had something to do with it. I thought there was a connection between Epstein, Maxwell, and fucking the Foot King of Nickelodeon.
There probably is.
There probably is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, there probably is. Man, I wonder if it's gonna actually take people down. I saw on the Wendy Williams show with Bevy Smith hosting the other day.
Oh shit! All right. How's she doing?
They're fine.
Since no one's Wendy.
They're fine. They all are like, it's too serious.
Why so serious?
It's too serious. They try to get in like these. I don't know. It just sucks.
So it went from "How you doing?" to "How are you?"
Bevy has. I'll tell you what. Watching the show made me have to look up. Bevy Smith has world-class tits.
She does. She really does.
I mean,
I've enjoyed every hug.
By the way, her tits, look like her lower bottom is going to be much heavier than it is. She's curvy, dude.
Yeah.
And by the way, look up younger Bevy Smith. Gave that a whirl. Hot damn it.
When we used to share a studio with her, I'd seek contact, as they say in football.
Oh, of course you going for a hug every day. Bevy, I've missed you so much. Let me get between those fucking big old jugs. There it is. Oh, now I'm warm.
If you had me NFL filmed up, it would be like, "Oh, hey, Bevy, this is you."
I mean, damn, they are massive.
Does she do the run?
I'll tell you what. No, they don't. But I'll tell you what. If those things drop heavy out of the bra, and I'm sure they do, it still ain't bad. It still ain't bad at all. I'd almost say probably great.
Good for her.
Good for her.
But you were watching.
So she's doing good there. Watching the show.
She's hosting. She's filling in for Wendy Williams.
Yeah, they are. They're just doing like way, way too serious.
If we lose Alex Trebek and Wendy Williams in a 2-year span, it's fucking sad.
But yeah, what's this?
Something we'll get to after the break.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember seeing that little tidbit, that little nugget, too.
Yeah.
Oh, they were saying the cancel culture is not real. That's what the point I was making. Bevy Smith and them. Like, it's not real because Dave Chappelle, and Louis C.K. and all these people were able to come out, and it was like, there's really no cancel culture. You just got to lay low for a little while, and then you come back like, fine, it doesn't affect their business. Because one, that's uninformed because it definitely affected their business.
Affect their business is absolutely what it did.
It affected their money for sure.
Now Chappelle has to go do Q&A at high schools with kids, and they're yelling at him.
They're mad at him. That was so funny.
They were like,
why did he force that on? They already said that he was not doing it, and then he came and did it anyway. And there's like, these kids, I don't know, that made me nervous that the high school kids went like that because I was starting to believe, still want to,
that the young people are turning against that kind of bullshit.
Yeah, because maybe Isabella maybe her and her friends are anomalies because it's just like they don't.
I think it's just like everything in where the 7 loud voices are heard, but the 14 people that don't give a shit aren't heard, and you're like, oh, well, all the 7 people are pissed.
Maybe, but that high school just yelling at him. Do they have footage of that at all?
Do they have footage of the Dave Chappelle high school thing? Biology is an unnecessary class to take. It shouldn't be in there, man. Trigonometry is tough. It's so easy to kill at a high school. You just go in, you go, less school, more recess. And they're like,
homework is for losers.
I remember one time, Martin Lawrence and I were hanging out, and I said, I don't remember algebra, because I didn't.
And when he goes, why am I smoking in the school?
Dude, I hope he ripped butts inside.
That would be great.
If he was smoking inside, he is the one true king. Hate isn't funny. Imagine writing that on a poster, just believing that. Just being like, yeah, Dave Chappelle's, that's hate. What Dave is. That's what Dave's doing. He's spent his life trying to be funny.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and by the end of the article, they said that his tone changed and they got along with him. And
he
that
did
was
say some
encouraging.
wild shit, though, Chappelle.
He goes, I'm better than anybody in this school at everything you've ever done.
Does he sort of say that?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
I'm better than any musician that's standing here right now. I will fight you. I'm breaking shit.
Yep.
It's broken.
It is, it's pretty, I forgot. I read
It's
this.
hilarious.
Some of the things he says are a little
It's actually the funniest. It's funnier than his special. Is going to his high school
fighting
and
with
talking
kids.
shit. Oh, I'm just playing with it.
y'all ain't shit.
Yeah.
Hey, high schoolers, I came back to Duke Ellington to tell everybody to suck my dick. I hated this school.
Well, he probably went into it.
Fuck the Golden Knights.
He probably went into it a little pissed at first they were saying he wasn't going to do it. Like,
well, Dave Chappelle's done a lot for this high school. He has donated a lot of money. He's brought in famous people to help raise funds.
I'm bummed anyone wasn't anything but excited about it.
He's been a very generous alma mater. And then they had this conversation because I think
performing arts school.
It's a performing arts school, so if,
that's the problem.
Yeah, they're going to be
a whole
upset.
bunch of transies in there.
Yeah, dude, young tees.
Can you say transies?
Transies. Well, it sounds like you're trying to save your seat, but you're going to come back a different sex.
Transies.
Transies. I might come back.
Backs.
No take backs. Chappelle repeatedly responded, oh, yeah, because a 16-year-old stood up and called him a bigot, telling the comic, I'm 16 and I think you're childish. You handled it like a child. Chappelle reportedly responded, my friend, with all due respect, I don't believe you can make one of the decisions I have to make on a given day. I disarm bombs daily. I'm Hurt Locker. They bring me in. I wear a big suit. And then I have to cut the wires. Is it red? Is it green? I don't know, man.
Dude, please read what he says after.
I'm better than I'm better than every instrumentalist, artist, no matter what art you do in this school right now. I'm better than all of you. I'm sure that will change. I'm sure you'll be a household name soon. So
that's absolutely passive aggressive.
Yeah,
he doesn't mean that at all.
Yeah, you don't mean that.
You think they're all going to be household names?
You're going to be household names? Maybe one of them will, because of your comment. They're going to be like, fuck this guy.
I'm the guy who called Dave Chappelle a bigot. I wrote a book about it.
Yeah, fuck it motivated me to the moon.
All of Chappelle's answers involved him laughing or cracking joke.
Yeah, because he's a comic. He's one of the best comics of all time. Of course he's going to crack jokes.
Grammy.
That's the thing that pissed me off is when the students were like, one of the parents was like, he used the N-word. I was like, it's Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, that's funny.
That's like if Jerry Seinfeld came and spoke at a school and someone was like, yeah, it was pretty crazy. He just kept noticing things, and then he said, what's the deal with? Can you believe he asked?
No, the funny thing is, though, I think he uses the N-word like referring to them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's like, now you N-word don't know nothing about nothing. It's like that. Yeah, it's pretty great.
That's actually, I mean, how are not all the white kids there like, that's pretty cool, huh?
I mean, it was really, damn, that was awesome. I think all the kids in general,
It was like the Chappelle show sketch that you were supposed to be in.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? They're like, awesome.
Nice. He must have seen me breakdancing in the hallways.
He must have seen me really fucking be cool.
I picture it's like Fame School. Yeah. Everyone, remember the beginning of Fame? They just show people doing like.
Can you bring up the Fame
like
intro?
Like breakdancing spin routines in the hallway, and you're like, I got to get to class. Could you stop windmilling, please?
And then just to imagine Michael Che just walking around.
Song rules though,
because Che went to the
Performing Arts,
LaGuardia. Dude, I'm trying to think of awkward me at 15 being at a performing arts school.
Oh, dude, fucking having your foot up on a bar and touching your toes.
No, not being
like,
that.
What's up?
Being the opposite of that guy and being like, I don't know, I don't have musical talent. And
you're like, oh, this was just a school in my jurisdiction.
Yeah.
Oh, this was the zoning guy zoning situation here. I'm not really a musical theater.
I'm over here. I'm just here because I live in the neighborhood.
We need you to play the captain on South Pacific.
Yeah,
South's come again with what? No. I'm not a show tunes guy. I'm sorry. I'm not a song and dance man.
I don't want
to
to join the Navy.
No.
I'm all right.
Do you have like a double dragon class?
Is that ROTC? No.
I think gaming's going to get pretty big eventually. If you can get me some sweet skills in that, it'd be nice.
I don't know. I was willing to learn a little U.S. history. War of 1812 kind of tickled my interest.
This is Dewan. He can head spin for 5 minutes. Okay, nice to meet you, Dewan.
Oh, hi. And you are Thunderbolt.
Oh,
okay.
I got to run the class. It looks like I have... artistic comprehensive dance. I'll be right back.
I've got rage dancing first period. Second period, I have
crying on command.
I have catwalk violining, and then third, this high school, I would be like, I feel.
Is this the intro?
It's not the. No, I don't think it's the intro.
No, this is What a Feeling. I think this is the movie. That's from the movie. Do the Fame TV show intro.
Yeah, and then there's just Che walking around that high school like, I'm pretty good at drawing.
It's like, yeah, draw your ass off. We're gonna be over here doing lambada, the forbidden dance.
Just watching, like this.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, cool. You guys just do standing backflips?
Oh my God, they would be so annoying. Apparently, the black one, Leroy, dated Paul Mooney, and they got into a fight at the Laugh Factory once in L.A.
But all of them just dancing down the hallway.
Just me. I know, it's like, guys, class.
Yeah, guys.
Oh.
Also, I'm going through a lot at home, so I kind of don't feel like dancing right now. Guys, my mom and her boyfriend kind of have a serious drinking problem, and it's really kind of affecting the way that my home life is. Can you stop jump kicking in my face?
Yeah, guys, no, seriously, great fan kicks, but just dancing on the.
Did anyone do the math homework? No, you guys just all.
Yo,
they all have to dance.
I would have been in the office a lot at this school.
Yeah.
Nah, you know what, dude? I don't know. I wasn't a follower, but when the whole school's going, Jesse Borrego, that guy got a lot of work after this. He was in all the Mexican gang movies.
Oh yeah, he was.
Well, and he was he did a sultry dance with Kelly Bundy in an episode of something once. Yeah, look at that cast.
This show made everyone in the 80s think like there was just a high school where everyone's just singing and dancing, and there was a real high school that it was based off of, but it's just, just has a good arts department.
Man, I gotta tell you, not a lot of hot girls at this school.
Yeah, for being an arts high school. I remember that guy. He was in stuff.
Oh, yeah, probably 4 episodes of...
Gross Scott Bakula?
Yeah, I remember his guy. He was Danny. Yeah.
He looks like if...
Janet Jackson.
Whoa!
And then all their stuffy white teachers. Her name's Mayo. Carol Mayo Jenkins.
She goes, hi,
That's the blackest name on a white one I've ever heard in my life.
I'm pretty bland. Oh, she was in other stuff. Yeah. Valerie Landsberg.
She was the girl who I was like, if I went to that school, I'd try to fuck her. She might.
Hey, that's the old lady from Ghostbusters.
That's the old lady from Ghostbusters. That's the old lady who died next to Ted Stryker on Airplane also. And Nia Peebles was so hot. Damn. Oh, she was smoking hot, Nia Peebles. She had a little career after that.
I wonder if she did any nudes.
Gene Anthony Ray, I think, died of AIDS. Do me a favor, Christine. Oh, Laurie Singer from Footloose. Can you look up if Leroy died from AIDS or if I'm being homophobic?
How many seasons did this show do? Because it seems like a pretty thin premise.
Oh, it was. Yeah. No, it was a very thin premise.
If you get more than...
By the way, I don't know if you noticed, the intro for the show, this is still what they would show every week. Yeah. It's a 5-minute intro.
Yeah, it's eating up 4 minutes, which, writing-wise, benefits you.
Look how slow they get to. They give you... By the way... If you're on the show, though, how good you got to feel. They give everyone a title scene.
That's good lawyers. That's good lawyers and agents.
Vous valez la gloire.
Eh bien, ça, c'est bien. Et ça l'appelle ici, chez moi. Tu l'assures. Christopher Cedar in the fucking supervising producer seat.
Oh, my God, dude. If theater kids just went dancing down the streets of Harlem.
In the 80s?
God, TV really was fantasy.
Yeah. Then they jump in the Friends fountain in the end.
Yeah, they would have been mugged regularly too.
They would have been. Yeah, they're the first out.
The Friends, please. White flight all day. The Friends.
Friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure Ross is going to hang around after he's been robbed in the subway twice. Okay, that seems like his personality.
Is Chandler going to be that charming when they find him on the train?
Yeah.
Fucking take everything off
when he
him?
gets ritualistically killed in fucking Washington Square Park.
What?
You guys hear about Chandler? He was ritualistically killed. They carved the pentagram on his stomach.
It would be great to write a spec script of an episode of Friends going on during the summer of Sam. and like Rachel and Monica
they got shot in a car one night.
Rachel and Monica both take shots to the head, but Phoebe lives because she's blonde.
He only liked brunettes.
Yeah. And the summer of Sam tested Friends. It's like Friends. Whoa. And I gave almost Joey Lawrence. He's like, how you doing?
Oh, hey.
How you? Oh, girl got killed. I'm not doing good.
I've been talking to my dog lately.
It's Joey the whole time. He was the son of Sam.
Kill for me.
Kill for me.
Gene Anthony Ray, who starred as Leroy in Street Smart Urban Teenager. Was he street smart? He was a gay ballerina.
Yeah, but you had to know how to dance in the street. Ballerino, is that what you call it?
Yeah. The
Feels
guy
right.
who used to book the comic strip, I believe, was a ballerino for years.
Ballerino.
Lucian was a ballerino. He was in the movie Fame and the television series. He died in 2003. He was 41. The cause of complications of a stroke he had in June, and he was also HIV positive. Nailed it. Look at me not being homophobic.
Yeah.
That guy had HIV. Clearly not a fan of DaBaby, because DaBaby's gay fans don't have HIV.
If he was in Fame and you
know
don't,
that.
if you was in Fame and you don't have HIV, put your phone.
Put your phone in there. Put yourself on lightener.
Put yourself on liner.
Yo, if you was in the Fame movie and anything and you're still alive living with HIV, put yourself on lightener.
If you had natural talent but never took any dance classes and then was seeked out for a very exclusive high school in New York, and then you didn't have HIV, put your phone in there.
Put your phone in there. If you may have had a sexual relationship with Paul Mooney, put yourself on lightener. Is that a good time to jump into gay news stories?
Jump into gay news.
This my favorite line on the gay news sheet for Radio Andy says, "The gayest news of all, literal space docking." Please find out what space docking.
Can you find space
does it
docking?
mean just space docking? Type in gay space docking.
Let's talk about docking because it has a history on our show. It was season 1 of the Bonfire was when we were getting to know each other really. Space docking on Urban Dictionary is when two men, of which one is circumcised and one is not, engaging in a sexual act of putting the circumcised penis inside the foreskin of the uncircumcised penis. This is a true space docking. Yeah, it's just docking, dog.
Well, it says the gays as well, literal space, but it must
Did
also.
They do it in space?
They must have. I think this means something about like a SpaceX, like connecting with something in the air.
Ah,
that'd be my guess.
Yeah, but then it was fun.
I like that he has in there, dude. Gay news is such a funny term for some of these because some of them are just hilarious things. Like
it's funny if it'd be funny. It'd be funnier if gay news was like higher taxes. You're like, oh, that's pretty gay.
Yeah, well, it's the Queen.
Like the way they were saying it. They're like, by the way, there's gonna be construction on the Triborough Bridge for the next 13 months. That's gay.
That's pretty gay. Peacock infestation. Just that is the subject by itself, and it's like, why is that gay news? Because everyone knows gay people love peacocks.
It's gay.
Yeah, just like that. It goes, this is a pretty gay story.
I would say
peacock infestation.
Peacocks are probably the gayest bird.
Well, they're flamboyant for sure.
Are they the gayest bird?
Well, isn't it what they call like when you're showing off peacocking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They come in with Ric Flair robes all the time. It's like, hey, how are you?
With their big, there was an infestation of peacocks. I will call it that.
In your pants.
When we were in Miami. When me, Ari, and Justin were in Miami, and I'm telling you, one of the scariest things ever. They don't fly a lot. They fly a little. I didn't even know they flew.
When they do, they fly Delta.
They fly hard is what they do. So they would just fly. They would fly from
fly hard.
They fly hard.
They fly hard.
Fly hard. When they jump, they basically jump from roof to roof. And if you're outside,
well,
you
like
see
a
it
Bond
happen.
beginning.
Yes. Yes, dude. A bunch of them, and they decide they're going to do the roof for a while, and then when they jump from roof to roof, they're heavy, dude. They're big and heavy.
Please find videos of peacocks jumping from roof to roof. That is so terrifying. Just think of them being like, oh, God, on their other roof.
I don't know why there's an abundance of peacocks in the world now. Miami peacocks jumping from roof to roof. And that's when a lizard landed on me at one point. I had a rough time in Miami.
Miami's got a lot of creatures.
Yeah, I don't like all the critters and creatures down there.
They have a lot of creatures.
Yeah, it's too much, man. That humid weather, it's swampy, and it brings out snakes and fucking gators and all these things. Your baby should never be in danger of being taken from an alligator on your property. That's
my baby.
Insane.
The gator came and take my baby.
And they're like, did you build the 3-foot fence around your thing?
Yeah.
He goes, there shouldn't be a 3-foot fence between my child and a gator.
Dude, gator napping is probably real big in Polk County.
Some would wish.
Dude, urban peacock jumping and flying from roof to roof.
Dude, this could have been where we stayed. It's so eerie.
You gotta be like, get out of here, bird.
Yeah, but you don't want to do anything to it because you're like, what if I huck a rock at it?
It comes for you.
It's pissed.
Then fucking bring it, dude.
I don't know if it flapping those feathers up maybe is a sign of like, you're about to die, boy.
Yeah. It's like that dinosaur in Jurassic Park that's about to spit on you.
Are my feathers tight?
He's like, dude, let me itch my asshole.
Dude, their flying is so violent looking.
Oh, here we go.
They're so big.
I think you've heard of I'm meeting another spy here.
What's that like a music we keep playing? Is that you playing that?
Yeah. This is Super Agent Peacock. Peacock 4 coming in. Peacock, do you have eyes on the prize?
Look, he doesn't want to do it because he knows, Dan.
Well, of course.
He knows when he does it, it's going to take everything because it's such a lump move.
You should have told me you were sending Peacock. Ah! Dude, they do jump like they're jumping from building to building. You know in action movies where they do that hand
It's
thing?
like trying to, when you laughably watch like a fat person try to jump over a very small like area.
Yeah.
And they're just like, they put so much effort into
They're
it.
like,
Like,
fuck
so
this
much
guy.
waiting. They don't fly high. Yeah. Jump ahead to it.
They
when
fly
this thing
hard.
takes off. They fly hard.
Fly hard.
Fly hard. Fly. Look how much, like 2 minutes of the video. Is it preparing? Oh my God.
They don't fly as much as they can really jump. Because then they're just down again. Like, in my mind, flight is you take off and you fly.
Yeah, they're just slowly stopping himself from hitting the trees.
Yeah. They
Like
just,
Rambo when he jumped off the cliff. First blood. Yeah, peacocks are terrifying.
Do they do a thing with peacocks when it's that kind of a problem in Miami? Do they do the thing where they're like, "Hey, you can hunt them"?
Peacocks? I don't think you can hunt peacocks, dude.
That'd be pretty badass.
Nah.
That'd be pretty badass to put together a hit
That
squad.
would be badass,
Iguanas.
but I don't think that's even sort of
Wait,
possible.
well, yeah, Jacob, like iguanas. Can you hunt the iguanas?
Iguanas, you're. Oh yeah, you're. They encourage you to kill iguanas on site.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
because they're invasive animals.
Do they not smoke pot?
And they
they not
destroy
cool?
habitat, kill a lot of wildlife. So
Oh, so they're
Why,
so,
does nobody have a heat lamp in their room and a nice
Jacob, can
piece
you
of driftwood?
If we bought you a body
I have a
cam,
pellet gun.
yeah, if we bought you a body cam like that they put on cops so they don't kill black kids, can we have you go
Kill
just
iguanas?
kill iguana, like
I
just
was
go
a-
hunt?
But please, and I will say this,
I was
white
gonna
ones only.
FaceTime you
Only
both.
white iguanas.
And they better not be having anything. Check their hands.
Dude, no black iguanas.
You kill a black iguana, you're
Yeah.
off the force.
Oh.
Check their hand. What are you checking their hands for? 4-finger rings. A 4-finger ring is fresh.
Yeah.
Do not kill that iguana.
But dude, and then just can we put together like a commando scene where you just put your vest together and then just go out and fuck up iguanas?
I tried to FaceTime one of you while I was trying to take one out the other day.
Oh
but
man, I'm mad
didn't
I
work
missed
out.
that.
Yeah.
Damn, you couldn't get it?
'Cause I have the scope got loose, so it wasn't on.
Your shot
it
was
wasn't
off?
on- the shot was off. I mean, I had him right where I needed it, right in the back of the head, but yeah, it went high every time. So
Oh, it just didn't even move? You just missed it? And it sat
yeah,
there
they
like...
just stay there. That's the thing with iguanas. They're like body armor. They're just like built. Like their skin is so thick. If you hit them in the body,
Yeah.
they'll just stay there.
Do they look at you when you do it? Or they're like,
Hey.
like, what's up, bitch? That did nothing.
So there's some soft spot in the back of their head you got to hit?
It's like right behind the ear. You got to hit them.
Damn. If
Because
you
I don't want to. You want to put them out quickly. I'm not trying to.
Now, go over there and show them who did this to them.
what about Hatchet?
Look at my face.
If Hatchet
Look
Dan
at
was there,
my face.
I would remove their heads.
But you're allowed
Then
to
put
shoot
'em on
right in your
pikes.
backyard.
Let the rest know.
You've been listening to SiriusXM's Bonfire. New episodes every Tuesday through Friday mornings and full shows always on SiriusXM.